I think it's time to just call it quits. I think it's time for Simeone to call it quits. It's over. It's Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. People say, "Oh, they came close. They were so close. They almost did it." It's Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. Like it's Groundhog Day. Forget about it. As Italian Americans would say, forget about it. It was a pretty good game. Real Madrid came very close. Atletico game came very close. I think for Real Madrid, you know what? The thing about Real Madrid is this: is that before I go to Atletico, is they were badly missing Benzema. Jovic could have scored a really good goal, and that's all he did in the entire game. Apart from when he almost did like a nice little interplay when Modric broke through the midfield, he could have scored a really good goal. He didn't do much. So you're seeing how much Real misses Benzema in terms of not hit the goals that he scores, but how he drops deep, receives the ball, and is able to intelligently thread passes through, make the right footballing decisions. So he's like a playmaker and a goal scorer and a striker. So that kind of offensive last third play, Benzema is actually very crucial, as we're seeing with him not being there. But you also saw glimpses of peak Modric. There were just instances where like, oh my gosh, man, this was why Modric was Real Madrid's best player. Because just the way that he was engineering that midfield, connecting guys, bringing the ball forward, knowing when to stand off the ball, and because it was a massive contrast looking at this and how Real Madrid played compared to watching the Liverpool Tottenham game. Because the Liverpool Tottenham game, there was no midfield. And for me, who played as a central midfielder, it is so good actually seeing central midfielders like dominate the game. Hence why it was so good seeing what Xavi did, Modric did. No, sorry, Xavi did, Pirlo did, Verratti, not Verratti, used to go to Google Eats. And what these guys did. So, but just as you will not get that from Modric fully. But Fede Valverde, man, that's a real player. That's a real player, man. And I think the way in which just how good he is in terms of in the last third is what so surprised me, because he can pass, he can tackle, he does all the standard midfield stuff, but just how the kind of skills he can bring in and because it's very impressive. Mendy also impressed me as well. I wasn't a fan of this, and I will never ever, for as long as I live, put him ahead of Marcelo, but I do understand why Zidane would opt for him in specific games because he is defense better than Marcelo. Marcelo is the greatest attacking fullback of all time. But in terms of defending and just being defensively strong, Mendy is better. But attacking-wise, he also did some good stuff. He did some good stuff. I'm growing bored of Atletico. And Atletico need to move into a new direction. Someone said this to me, I don't know who it was, but someone said this to me, and it's a very good point. I think João Felix is a flop. Has not done anything this season. I don't give a damn how many posts he has, the retweets, or how many times he's posted about, or whether he's won a golden line. The guy has been a flop. But I see a talented player there. A talented player in the wrong system. And similar to what Tottenham should have done, I think the best thing for Atletico Madrid to do is go in a rapidly aggressive, different direction. Get an attacking manager, play offensively, and basically, I think once it should have been a signal to them and to the board that once Godin and Griezmann left, that should have been an indication of we need to just change this entire team. We need to change this entire team. Because as I'm saying, I'm like, it's just the same old. You could have won the Champions League, which would have just been a nice little full stop on your career, but you didn't. 2014, 2016, you messed up. Okay, cool. You won La Liga. Cool, you won Europa League. I think that's it. Because these guys are never winning another La Liga title. They're never winning another European title. It's never happening. They're never sniffing another CL. So why is Simeone still there? But back to your boy, Real Madrid. Yeah, look, man. Look, they got the money from Saudi Arabia. So look, it's all good. But there is something good here that Zidane has. And there were just instances in the game where like, okay, this is like that 3-year run where they won 3 CLs. But just like how you have a nice cake, they just need to be sprinkled by icing. And the icing on the cake is Zad. I know, hate him what he wants, but because they didn't even play with Benzema. But you just put Zad in that team and a peak Zad. This could be a very serious team. So my hope and my prayer is when they meet Man City, everyone is fully fit. So I want everyone to be fully fit, everyone to be at their very best, so there are no flipping excuses. Because right now, just watching, I cannot wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game. And I think Modric is done, but See, it's just a little tidbit here. Ramos was also money. Ramos was money as well. I'm still iffy about Carvajal. If Zidane can just get Modric to play at his best for one more season, because as good as Toni Kroos is, and Toni Kroos has had an amazing season, Modric is that dude. Valverde is on the come up. Casemiro does what he does. But if you can get the best out of, because there were just times where just so Modric, I was like, this was why Real Madrid were so good. That is how they were able to beat Liverpool. Because trust me, if as good as Liverpool and everything, Real Madrid with a peak Modric at the peak of his powers, because look, let's keep it real. Liverpool's midfield is effective. They don't have anybody who is even touching peak Modric. Modric now, peak more Modric. That's why he was the best player at the World Cup, second to Hazard. So if he can get the best out of a Modric, then they could be cooking, man. All right, peace out, stay true. Remember to join up at Megami Football Hot member for that extra snack. I'm out.